Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Nostalgia Merchants, and Season 2, Episode 10 of our FIFA 15 Newcastle Career Mode. Now in that last episode, man, that last game in particular against Tottenham, we were 2-1 up in the 85th minute, and by the 90th we were winning 5-1. If that isn't Spursy, I don't know what is. But look, we're in some good form at the minute. We've won a good amount of games and we're pushing up the league. I think we're sitting in third place at the minute. I think we are. Third or fourth. We're there or thereabouts. We're in a good place. And, yeah, look, hopefully more of the same. Hopefully some new signings through the door in this episode as well. Might be a big ask because I think we've got quite a lot of games in quick succession. But hopefully we can get one or two through the door. Obviously, trying to shift Joel Campbell and Vernon Anita is asking to leave. But yeah, fingers crossed we can have another good episode. And with that being said, it doesn't get much harder. We're away to Chelsea in the Premier League. Man, I don't know if I've beat these guys yet. I've played them a few times and I just seem to really struggle against Chelsea. They're such a good team. I mean, look, they're 8 points clear at the top of the Prem for a reason. I think a title charge is probably a bit much of an ask. And if we want to do that, we'd have to win here. I'd love to win. We need the 3 points. We need to stay in the top four. And if we could gain on Chelsea, that would be incredible. But it's a big ask, but fingers crossed we can do something here. And with that being said, the squad going into this one, I'm going to leave it the same as the squad in the last game. The 4-2-3-1, Diaby and Toyota in the pivot, Campbell out on the left, Cabella out on the right, Sissoko at the 10, Emenike up top, and Tim Krul in goal, obviously. We had Castiles playing in the league for a while, but Tim Krul has come back and been brilliant. Fingers crossed he can keep that up and we can get the 3 points. And here we go at Stamford Bridge, away to Chelsea. And we're 9 points off them at the minute. A win would put us 6 points off them, but I just think they're too good of a team. I don't want to, you know, be defeated before we've even kicked off, but I just struggle against Chelsea, man. They're such a good team. Starting 11 on the bench, doesn't matter. They've just got strength everywhere. But we've got to do our best. Joel Campbell, it's probably one of his last games for the club potentially. It's a shame that it didn't work out. But it'd be amazing if he could end his career here with a winning goal at Anfield. At Anfield, well, that'd be the wrong stadium then, wouldn't it? Because we're at Stamford Bridge. But hopefully we can get the win. Chelsea on the attack now. Cesc Fabregas running down the line. He's cut inside the box and driven it home. And the one time we don't defend properly and they capitalise, and that is why Chelsea is so hard to play against, because we were defending well, winning everything. The one time we let them through, they get the goal. We should have done better there. Shouldn't have let him cut in like that, but it's tough. Chelsea on the attack again here, and it's a good block from Emmanuelson. We got it clear. And Sissoko can run at the defence now. He's got no one in support, though. Sissoko's going to have to do it on his own. Sissoko's nicked it back off the defender. And Courtois. I'll tell you what, if you manage to get past that Chelsea defence, you somehow then have to get it past Courtois. It's an absolute just nightmare to play against these lot. And that is half-time, and we are 1-0 down. We've had a decent chance or two in this game, and we've defended well, but the one time Chelsea break through and they put it away, and that is just why they're top of the league. They're so clinical. Such a tough team to play against. But we haven't played bad. That's the good thing. Not going to make any changes going into the second half. I think the team have played pretty well. It's just a hard team to play against. We'll keep trying to knock on that door and hopefully we can get something from this. Emenike pressing the Chelsea defence, and we could have a touch here. Emenike through on goal. Can he beat Courtois? No, he can't. It wasn't a good effort. Courtois with a decent save, but man, that's the chance. If we were going to get anything from this, that had to go in. Going to make a change or two. Joel Campbell just isn't good enough. There's a reason we're selling him. Yeah, just not good enough. I'm going to bring Kabay on for Diaby as well, and hopefully those substitutions can get us something from this. And maybe we can start a counter of our own. Sissoko on the ball here. He's got options. He's going to go all the way. Sissoko running through the Chelsea defence. Sissoko could be through. And Courtois just saves it, as he always does. And Janmaat can pick this up at the edge of the box. Into Sissoko. Sissoko cutting back on his right foot. Can he get the shot away? He does, but Courtois pulling off yet another save. And Chelsea come away with the 3 points. It's a 1-0 win. And that man there is probably why they're top of the league. Thibaut Courtois is absolutely world-class in this game. Just can't beat him. I think I've scored once against him in all the games we've played. Just so difficult. And I think a draw was deserved. I think we played well, but Chelsea are more clinical and they've got a better goalkeeper. One player I'd love to bring in is Lassana Diarra. He's 30 years old, but he's a good rating. He's got some great stats. And we need a replacement for Anita. So if we could get an upgrade in terms of overall rating and stats, I'd be happy with that. I'm going to offer 2 mil and Vernon Anita and see if Locomotive accept. Another player I'm potentially interested in that midfield role is Antonio Nocerino. Obviously, I'm going to throw Anita in, and let's say 1 mil. I think if I had the choice, I'd get Diarra, but I'd be happy with either. As I said, it's going to be a squad rotation option. Diarra could be a starter just because of his rating. Obviously, I would rather Diarra, but either one I'd be happy with because Nocerino's got really balanced stats. So yeah, fingers crossed we can get one of these boys in and get Anita out the door. Now, Toronto have rejected our offer for Sebastian Giovinco. And I know it's a bit of a weird one, but I'm going to throw Anita into this as well because I don't really have the money to send them right now. Maybe 5 mil and Anita. Bit of a weird one. I don't think they'll accept it, but we'll send it and see what happens. And we have received the transfer offer for Vernon Anita from Southampton. Now, they've lowballed us with that. I'm going to ask for 3 mil because 2.3 seems a bit offensive, if I'm honest. And fingers crossed we can get some players out the door and get someone in ASAP. But before we can do that, up next in the league, we're at home to Norwich. And after that defeat to Chelsea, we need to get back to winning ways. So hopefully a game at home to Norwich can help us get that. As for the squad going into this one, I've dropped Campbell to the reserves. I don't want him playing anymore until he's sold. Might be harsh, but I just don't think he's good enough, unfortunately. Cisse is back from injury. I know he's still got the plaster there, but it did say he's fit and ready to go. So I'm going to put him in with Emenike on the right. I'm putting Cabaye in for Tiote in the pivot with Diaby. And let's hope we can get the 3 points and get back to winning ways. And here we go at home to Norwich in the league. They're still in 17th place. Wait, were they in 17th place last time we played them? Or am I going mad? I think they might have been. Still hovering above the relegation zone. As I said, never write anyone off, but we should be winning this game. We really should be. We need to be if we want to be in the top 4. Cabaye leading the team out. Captain in the side. And let's hope we can bring home the 3 points. Well, we are at home, but let's hope we can keep the 3 points at home. A lovely little turn in midfield from Emmanuelson. And maybe he can go on a drive himself. Emmanuelson driving through the team. Irby Emmanuelson through on goal and he's gone with the wrong foot. Oh, man, a left-footed shot there would have probably put it into the back of the net. What a driving run from the left-back. And that is half-time and it is 0-0. I think we've been wasteful when we've had chances and that final pass has just not been quite there at times. Yeah, not good enough so far in the first half. And I think I'm going to change 1 or 2 things. Yeah. So I'm going to make a couple of subs. I'm going to put Emenike up front. Dyer out wide. I'm going to bring Tiote in for Diaby. And you know what? Ayoze Perez out wide as well. Let's see what happens. It's a bit different. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. But I need to try something different. And fingers crossed the boys can turn this around for us in the second half and get us the 3 points. Norwich on the attack with the shot. Tim Krul with a good save there. Tiote into Emenike. Emenike can bulldoze his way through the Norwich defence. And bulldoze he does. And finish he doesn't. Poor from Emenike there. Tiote. Oh my God, what a save, Tim Krul. I was saying Tiote because I thought I was going to get the ball and it's just like pinged through to the forward who hit it first time. And before I could say anything, Tim Krul was pulling out the save. That's brilliant from the goalkeeper. Good defending from Younger and Biwa. And it's a ball over the top to Emenike if he can get there. It's a good touch from the striker. Cutting in on his right foot. Anita with the shot. Anita with the goal. And that was something we desperately needed in the 81st minute, because it was looking like we were going to get a draw at home to Norwich. I mean, look, the game's not over yet, but we were struggling there. Yanga and B were doing brilliantly to win the ball, find the pass. Anita has a lot of work to do still, and he smashes it home. And that is a sigh of relief. I was really getting worried. Norwich could be on the attack here with Redmond. We need to be really, really careful, because they could get an equaliser late on. I don't know if we've got another goal in us. They've cut it back to the edge of the box. And this is why you don't speak too soon. They've smashed it home from the edge of the box and equalised in the 86th minute. Oh, man. It's a great goal. Wow. And we've got to do something from kickoff here. Sissoko running at the defence. Sissoko, can he go all the way? Sissoko cutting inside, no way. Sissoko with the goal from kickoff. Just runs through the whole of the Norwich team. And what an incredible last 5 or 6 minutes of the game this has been. Oh, that is fantastic from the midfielder. John Rudley didn't even move. That is absolutely brilliant from Sissoko. Wow. Wow. And that is full time, and what a relief. We probably didn't deserve that, but Sissoko at the end there, running through the whole of the Norwich team, cutting in on his left foot and putting it in the back of the net. We needed a moment of brilliance like that to win us this game, which is a worry because Norwich at home should be easier than it was. But look at that, 82nd minute, 86th, and then 88th. Wow, that's a big 3 points there, and we really needed them, especially after that loss to Chelsea. And Locomotive are not happy with the offer we sent. They don't want Anita, and they want at least 6 mil. Well, we don't have that, so I'm going to offer 5, and hopefully it gets accepted. And Southampton have matched our 3 million asking price for Vernon Anita. So that is Vernon Anita out the door. So we really do need a midfielder in ASAP to cover that gap. But yeah, Vernon Anita gets his wish. He wanted to leave, and he's got the move to Southampton. But interestingly, Toronto have accepted our offer. Oh, I don't know if we can do it. I'm going to give him crucial first team player for 2 years, 20% bonus, 70k a week. But Anita might already be out of the door, so I might have to renegotiate this one. Oh, that's such a shame. I really want Giovinco in. Hopefully we can get it done before Anita moves to Southampton, but I'm not sure it's likely. AC Milan also not interested in the offer we sent for Nocerino. I'll send them 3 mil. Not someone I'm trying to get desperately, but we still need to have that fullback option. Well, he's centre mid, not a fullback. But terrible joke. And that's the end of the episode. No, it's not. That's such a bad joke. Sorry. And we've received an offer, an undercut offer, might I add, for Joel Campbell. I'll ask for 13 mil, a little bit above his value. But it's Bayern Munich. They've got the money. But they've offered 9.5, which feels a little harsh. You know what? No, I want 15. I want 15 mil. It's Bayern Munich. That's an offensive offer. But before we can get any of those deals done, up next, we're away to Reading in the FA Cup now. I really want to win a cup this season. Actually, we need to win a cup this season. The FA Cup would be massive to win. And it's obviously we got knocked out of the Carabao because I had to forfeit. So, yeah, away at Reading. We need to be winning this, and we need to go on a cup run. And as for the squad going into this one, I'm going to give Campbell and Anita potentially their last ever matches for the club. It's the cup squad, obviously, the rotated team. Willems and Yedlin at fullback. Castiles in goal. We've got Dyer, Cisse up top. Sissoko in the 10. And yeah, hopefully we can just get the win and get through to the next round. And here we go in the FA Cup, away to Reading. This is a massive game because we need to be getting through and hopefully lifting the FA Cup at the end of the season. I really, really want to win a cup. We have to win a cup. There's no want about it. It's a need. And yeah, look, Reading, not a bad team by any means. Can't be underestimating them. We just need to get in and get this win and get to the next round. Robson, Carnu, Norwood, McCleary was that. Pearce and Hector at centre-backs. Federici in goal. Some decent players that we need to watch out for. But hopefully we can get this win. Yakubu on the bench. What a legend. A proper Barclaysman. Hopefully he doesn't come on. Or if he does, the game's well and truly over. But yeah, look, let's get into this and hopefully get to the next round. Tiote brilliantly there, winning the ball, but we nearly lost it. And Bemba manages to keep his cool though and keep the ball. Tiote into Anita, into Cisse. Has he got any support out wide? He might not need it. He's got support through the middle with Anita. Vernon Anita on his last game for the club. Can he run through on goal? Vernon Anita on his last game for the club gets the goal. And that's a way to send off your career at Newcastle. Pointing to the name. All right, let's settle down. That feels like a message to me, the manager. Was that, am I reading into that? He wanted to go. I played him enough. Anyway, good goal. Let's not dampen it. 1-0. Nathan Dyer using his blistering pace to get away from the Reading players. And he's playing in DeAndre Yedlin, another player with blistering pace. Can we find a ball into the box? Into Cisse. Wow, Federici got to that brilliantly. And that is half-time. And I'll tell you what, Reading have not been bad at all. Vernon Anita getting a goal in his last game for the club sees us going 1-0 up going into the break, which is, I don't want to say lucky, but we've not played brilliantly. But look, all that matters in these cup competitions is getting the wins and getting through. And we are winning at the minute. I'm going to make a change or two at half-time. I'm going to put Campbell up front. And I'm going to put Ayoze Perez out to the wide left. And see if that can help us. I think Cisse's been a little bit quiet in this game so far. And maybe having Campbell up front will unlock that. And we can get some more goals and see this out. Ball out wide for Reading now. Jetro Williams can't stop the cross. It's into the... Oh my God. The forwards headed it home into the bottom corner in the 70th minute. And we've not been good enough today. They deserve it. Reading deserved this. It's been poor. A great header into the bottom corner. Oh, man, that is really, really disappointing. I've brought Dyer off, stuck Emenike up top, moved Campbell out wide, Perez in behind the striker, and Sissoko wide left. We need some serious firepower if we're going to win this now, because Reading have been the better team, and we're just struggling. Reading on the attack here. It's a ball over the top. Opara gets it far, but only as far as a Reading player. And they're really putting the pressure on us. And that's good defending, and Sissoko can get it clear. Oh no, it's as far as a Reading player again. Oh my God. And we could be out of the FA Cup. Reading are 2-1 up, and they deserve it. Wow. Sissoko tries to hoof it clear. It falls to the Reading player. Just smashes it home. And all of a sudden, we're in trouble. Emenike from kickoff. I'm going to need something special. Emenike, I'm really going to need something special here. Emenike still on the ball. Emenike riding challenges. Emenike's hit it at the keeper. And the rebounded shot as well was saved. It was a good effort, but not good enough. DeAndre Yedlin into Ayoze Perez. Into Tiote. Into Sissoko. It's good football. Sissoko through on goal. And it's saved. No, that is a massive chance there. And what a save from Federici. Wow. I can't believe it. We're out of the FA Cup as well. 2-1 to Reading. I can't believe we've lost that. Oh my God. We really need some reinforcements. That is just... That's woeful. I can't believe what I've witnessed in that game. And it's now Champions League or bust, really. And Vernon Anita has sold, which means we don't get Giovinco and I have to renegotiate it. Wow, this is tough. I'm going to go straight back in for Giovinco with a 6 mil offer. No player in return. Obviously, Anita's out the door now. And hopefully we can get this over the line. And Bayern have come back in and offered us 12.5 mil. You know what? We could probably get more, but I need the money now. I'm going to accept it and just move him on. And Locomotive have also accepted our offer for Lassana Diarra. Going to offer him 70k a week for 2 years, 20% bonus, and a crucial first team spot. And hopefully he can accept and we can get some reinforcements in. And Lassana Diarra has accepted the contract offer. We do now have a midfield reinforcement into the team and potentially someone that starts. I think he's our highest DM now, other than Kabay. But yeah, that's a good sign-in, and hopefully he can help us massively in the Champions League because we're going to need it. That's all we've got now. And Toronto have accepted our offer for Sebastian Giovinco. He's been offered the exact same contract I offered Diarra, 70k, 20% for 2 years, and a crucial first-team spot. And hopefully we can get him through the door as well. And Joel Campbell has now been sold to Bayern for 12.5 mil. A signing that just didn't work out. We got decent money for him. I think we made profit on him. A few mil at least. And yeah, look, it's a shame, but it's what it is. It didn't work out, and we need reinforcements, so he had to go. And at the end of the episode, we are sitting in 4th place, but what a disappointing episode. Knocked out of the FA Cup. And yeah, we're down a place in the league. Miles off Chelsea at the top of the league. So we really only now have the Champions League if we want to win a trophy this year. The way we've exited the Cups this season have just been nothing short of horrific, to be honest. And thankfully we've been good in Europe. But yeah, look, it's not been good enough overall. I'm confident we'll get top 4 unless we just absolutely crumble. I mean, we've lost the most out of the top 5. So yeah, we've won. I mean, we've won a decent amount, but yeah, just not been good enough. I think we've made some poor choices in the window in summer, and we've been paying for it. I'm hoping we can turn that around in the second half of the season and go on a European Cup run. But yeah, look, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I do hope to see you again in the next one.